When we're working with the elements of art, color is really important as well. It allows us to show not only value and form and shape, all of those things, but it gives us life. So when we're using color, and in our case we're going to be working with mostly colored pencils, there's a lot of ways to lay the color down. So to start with, you can just lay the color down in a pretty straightforward manner. I'm putting even pressure on my pencil, so I have a nice color there. Okay. The thing about it, though, is that you can push your colored pencil in one direction or the other. So this is a medium amount of pressure here. Now if I put very, very light pressure, I can make my colored pencil do different things. So this is what the blue might look like with very, very light pressure. I can also use very hard pressure, and if I do that, I can make it much more opaque. So one single colored pencil can give you lots of different looks, and as we practice with the value scales, you can make it go through lots of different values in between these medium, light, and dark values. Now you can also blend colored pencils. So what I might do if I want to make a green, rather than using green, I might use blue and yellow. So if I take a little bit of the blue and put a light layer on, and then use some yellow and another light layer, you can see how that starts to look green. Now another way to do it is to do a medium layer. And your blending looks medium. And then a dark layer, which I'm going to start with the lighter color on this one, and then go ahead and put the blue on top. Now you can go back and forth. Now I can go back on top of this and blend more with the yellow to get that green. You can do multiple layers with the colored pencils. So for example, maybe I was working with the red here, and I wanted to add some yellow in there because I'm looking at sort of an orangey look. But I might want to choose, another color to add in. So here's this pink that I'm going to add to change my color a little. I'm just going to put it on this end over here. Or perhaps I might like something lighter over here to work with. So you can do all kinds of blending with your colored pencils. So here's an example. Here, let me take this out of here to make it easier for you to see. Okay. Here's an illustration that did a really nice job of working with the color, doing blending. There's texture. Okay, there's darks and lights. And one of the neat things about this purple area in here is if you look carefully, you can see a lot of different colors. There's dark purple, dark blues, there's pinks, there's whites, there's blue here, light blue, there's more white in here. There's all kinds of colors that are used in here to create this color. It isn't just one flat color. So this is just a very nice example of how you could use your colored pencils to create lots of different interesting colors and variety and texture and value. So what you're going to do is you're going to be practicing with all of that. So you can practice on a regular page first for a little bit. Once you've done that and you feel comfortable with it, you can then pick from one of our coloring pages. And the coloring pages, there's a whole bunch of different kinds. They look like this, like this. So these are examples of the coloring pages. And what you'll do is you'll work in the coloring pages to try to blend the colored pencil, practice with adding texture within it, and just generally getting used to how to work with these colored pencils, layering and blending. You can practice getting solid colors as well, but what I really want you to focus on is blending colors and changing the value, going from dark to light. So as you're coloring a space, you might go from dark to light. So let's use this one as an example here. So if I was coloring this space right here, I want you to show me how you can take it from dark to light. So I'm going to use the blue so you can see it. And I'm going to carefully go in here. And on this end, I'm going to be coloring pretty dark. And then as I go to the other end, I'm going to lighten up. And I'm also going to blend another color into it, because as I get lighter, I would like it to look green on the other end. So I'm going to use the yellow. And I'm going to color dark yellow on this side and start blending in with that blue. And you can see it's starting to turn green in the middle there. So now I've taken this space in the coloring page and I've transformed it. And it's now going from that dark blue, blending into green, and then it turns up yellow on the other side. So that's what you're going to be practicing with your color practice pages.